In this video, I'm going to be looking closely at the image quality coming out of the DJI Mavic Pro. A friend of mine gave me a demo of it and showed me around, and it is an amazing flying machine. Its size, compactness, fantastic, all that stuff. Its abilities are great. But I'm now looking at the image quality, which was sent to me afterwards, and I'm not too sure about how good the quality is of the actual image. We did some shots in 4K, we did some shots in 1080, we did some at 30 frames, 25 frames, and so on and so forth. And one at 50 frames as well. But I'm just not totally convinced about the quality of the images. It's coming out almost more like a painted scene. So what we had is amazing lighting conditions. We had low sun giving great shadows. We were flying over forests and over grass and bracken, brambles and stuff like that. And I'm going to zoom this so it's 100%, so it's filling the screen here. And if we look at it just straight off, like if you're seeing it flying, it seems okay until you really kind of look at it, and it does look a bit like a painting. So if I were to zoom this in, let's say just 200%, it's a bit mush. It's like that tree over there is much, and I would accept that if it was from a GoPro, but a GoPro is so wide that that would actually be a tiny bit. But this is the equivalent of like 28 millimeters in terms of like a 35 millimeter focal length. So I'm really surprised or a bit worried about the image quality. Let's see if there's if I can tell you what was the info about that one. That one, 1080p 30 frames a second. Let's just go to, yeah, let's go to another point in that where we're flying over the trees. I don't know whether the saturation is too high or the sharpening's too high or too low, but again, it's just, I'm not totally digging it. If we go to 100%, it's more like a watercolor than a crisp digital image. Like, the lines are sharp, but the textures are kind of mush. No, definitely not digging it. Let's go back down to 100%. Yeah, fast. Okay, so lens flare. Let's have a little look. There's some awesome lens flare, and additionally, the other thing that I found out is that you do get the propellers, the blades. If they're going fast enough, well, they're always going fast enough, but they do also affect the image. So you've got to be thinking of the position of the sun. But like, just look at that shot. If I can just go there, 200%, that is really weak. That is a really weak image. That's more like a crayon drawing rather than a sharp image. And I am seeing that, yeah, this is a better quality, optimized, original footage. Yeah, so this isn't like my computer is compressing it in some sort of way. So yeah, if we just watch this, it can go fast. It can go properly fast. Okay, here we go, frame by frame. Here we've got a little bit of lens flare, got a little bit of a spot there. Here comes in the side. So it didn't have its safety bubble on the front. This is properly lens flaring going on there. Strong purple cast. You can't get rid of those from most shots. And then there you can start to see some vibration, some like lines going up and down, and that's the sun going through the propellers. Play it again. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff there. See that's flicker. That's the propellers casting a shadow down onto the lens. So again, that kind of, I keep thinking it's okay, but then again, if you look at it, And it's a challenge of if I'm going to be mixing this with like footage from my Panasonic GH4 or something. There is that is a painting. That is a painting rather than a crisp image. And there's some bit, and I would understand that if it was a case of, oh, the codec is totally crashing, it's just not able to do it. There it's flying. That looks like it's gone through like a software enhancer, and it's, was it a scanner darkly or something like that? That is really weird. It's like there's been some weird setting going on, but then it doesn't look quite so much when you're pointing it straight towards the sun. And the next thing I found out was that if you don't focus it and you're trying to look at it through your little screen, good luck to you. So there is a depth of field, and there's my foot, and again, so there, that's in focus, that's out of focus. Where's the shot? We got a whole video where I'm completely out of focus. Not can't say I'm 100% loving it at the moment. Let's see the next shot. Yeah, so here, okay, so this is shot at 4K. Let's go to 4K. If you shoot at 4K and it's accidentally not focused, your whole footage is complete mush. It can barely render that, but like if so, it started off. Where were we? We were right. Look at that, is sharp. That is very impressively sharp. Let's go to 100%. Look at that. That is crispy grass, but you can see there's that bit there is in focus, but the far away is not in focus. So yeah, far away, not in focus, and then what happened is get this down to, goodness, take it down to 50%. Went for a little flight, and the whole thing is just blurry mush. So yeah, you've definitely got to be paying attention. That is definitely in focus each time you fly. So the next shot, what one was this? So yeah, if you're compressing it down to there, that looks good. But let's see this one again at 100%. Okay, so things to look at, the aliasing going on say the side of this building here. Oh, where'd it go? Look at that. That's some interesting, fun aliasing going on the side of that building. Going on there. A lot of like serious aliasing at 1080p, and then when you come down to this strongly textured area, that's like a painting. I'm not sure I like this. I'm not sure I like the image quality. Alright, I'm gonna have to go out and fly again and just double check the settings. But we need to lower the sharpness, lower the saturation, because that is come out and it is saturated. And you want to add that afterwards rather than that be in the camera. It is what a beautiful day. But yeah, lower the saturation, lower the contrast, lower the sharpening, so you can add that in post afterwards. But there's something definitely not wonderful about the image quality going on here. So yeah, and I've just been watching Philip Bloom's video as well. It seems like he's had pretty much exactly the same situation. Like that. That just doesn't look in focus. So there, yeah, so the propellers are definitely causing problems. Okay, need to double check this. It may be the case of this is something where you actually have to always shoot in 4K to get a good enough quality, or maybe you actually need to shoot in maybe you need to shoot at 1080-30, but at its highest codec, so it can actually deal with high not high contrast, but high detailed information. Here again, that lots of texture going on here, and it's kind of cool, but it looks artificial. The image just looks artificial. Yeah, definitely need to drop the sharpening. There's the propeller effect going on there. I was confident enough to stand very close to it. It's very smooth. But there's either we've screwed up at a couple of points or there's some setting going on, but I'm not 100% convinced. Certainly in comparison to something like the GoPro. The GoPro Heroes, the image quality you got from this was amazing. So whenever I was using the DJI Phantom 2, the GoPro quality you got was superb. I'm not 100% digging this quality. I don't think I'd be able to mix that with Panasonic GH4 footage in the same place. Just doesn't quite look the same. Have you seen any other videos that look the same? Let me know. Cheers. Bye bye.